resolved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.
Hello friends, this is Shreyans Kothari and I welcome you all to the YouTube channel of S. Chand Academy. Yes, you have landed the right place because here we are with the video solution of Quantitative Aptitude. Man, this is the book. This is the book you need for any examination. I think the most comprehensive book for Quantitative Aptitude in any competition. You name the competition exam. You want to go for UPSC, it is there. You want to go for bank, you want to go for SSC, railways, campus recruitments, whatever you want to go for, just go for this book first. And this book is a gateway for all the competition examination. आपको क्या करना है? This channel provides you a lot of video solutions. The basic concept we follow is we just clear the concept first and we take some of the questions from the chapters so that you get everything about that chapter in a single video. अगर आपके पास book नहीं है, अभी जाइए book लीजिए. But this video can act as a standalone video because by using this video, by viewing this video, the chapter will be clear itself. So what are you waiting for? Without wasting time, let's move to the chapter. So here we go with the chapter number 13 we have, that is ratio and proportion. Yes, we have ratio and proportion. Ratio, the most common thing we speak in mathematics, quantitative aptitude. One is ratio, one is percentage. Ratio, percentage, ratio, percentage. So what exactly ratio is all about? What exactly the deep knowledge of ratio is? How this can be applied to different type of questions? Let's do it today. Here we go. Let's learn the basic concept and after the concept we'll do many questions of it. Say for example, first thing is ratio. First thing is ratio. So the ratio of two quantities, we are talking about two quantities and that ratio or the quantities are A and B. In the same units, it must be in the same unit. They must be in the same units. Is the fraction A by B and we write it as A ratio B. In the ratio A is to B, we call the first term as antecedent and B as second term, that is consequent. So you need to understand what exactly said here. Same unit के लिए अगर हमें A और B का ratio निकालना है, that will be a fraction A by B. First thing is that. Now, if it is a fraction of A by B in the same unit, we will write the ratio in A is to B. That is A is to B. What do we call it? A is to B. Now, in that first part, that is A, the first term is known as antecedent and the second part is known as consequent. So, this you must remember. We move on to the example part. The ratio 5 by 9 represents 5 by 9. Like we call it 5 is to 9. We call it 5 by 9 with antecedent 5 and consequent 9. This is the simplest example you can have. Now, what is the rule? The multiplication or division of each term of a ratio by the same non-zero number does not affect the ratio. Do you understand this point? If it is a ratio and we multiply both the sides mean the consequent and the antecedent with the same number and that number is non-zero number, or we divide it by the same non-zero number, it won't affect the ratio. That means the ratio will be same. You heard me right, the ratio will be same. Let's see how. It is said that the ratio is 4 is to 5. Just multiply both sides by 2. So we got 8 is to 10. So 8 is to 10 is equal to 4 is to 5. No change at all. In the similar way, 12 is to 15. So we multiply this into 3, this into 3, same. And the similar way, 4 is to 6. When you divide both sides by 2, you get 2 is to 3. So 2 is to 3 and 4 is to 6 are same. Very much same, right? What is proportion? The equality of two ratios is known as proportion. See, this time we have ratios 12 is to 15 or 8 is to 10. Now, what is proportion? Proportion means the equality of the ratios, the equality of two ratios. See, this A is to B is equal to C is to D. If you understand this point, this actually is a proportion. This is a type of proportion. Equality of two ratios. This side is equal to this side. This side is equal to this side. So we write this as this 4 dots, 4 dot is known as proportion, and this single 2 dots are ratios. So we say that ABCD are in proportion. ABCD are in proportion. Whenever it is written that ABCD are in proportion, that means A is to B proportionate to C is to D. That is it. You must remember. And that proportion part is actually equal to. These are the same different ways of depicting the same thing, right? Here A and D are extremes. The leftmost and the rightmost, A and B. Obviously, they are on the extreme corners, so they are known as extreme. And the between is like mean terms. B and C are known as mean terms. So mean is the between terms and extreme are the corner terms, you can say. So product of mean and product of extremes is same. What is that? When you multiply first and last, when you multiply mean terms from one another, from each other, it will be same. Like A is to B, C is to D means that B is to B into C. Multiply these and A into D. These are same. No change. Now let's move on to some other concept. The other concept is like fourth proportional. Fourth proportion means A, B, C and D. D is the fourth proportion. A, B, C and D. Then D is called the fourth proportion. Why? Because A, B, C, D are in a proportion as he said. So A, B, C, then D is the fourth proportion to A, B, C. Third proportion. What is third proportion? Third proportion means when mean terms is divided into two parts. So A into C will be B square. C is called the third proportion to A and B. So if I say A, B and C, that means the third proportion will be like A, B, B, C, like that. So C will be the third proportion, right? Now the next part is mean proportion. So mean proportion between A and B is like root AB. Mean proportion between A and B. There are two numbers, and if you're asked to do mean proportion, what is the mean proportion to A and B? So it will be like root AB. That is it. We move on to the next question. Next slide. Comparison of ratios. When the ratios are compared, if I say A is to B greater than C is to D, obviously that means A by B is greater than C by D. If you do not equal, then it may be greater than less than. So comparison can also be done in ratios. That means fractions. See, basically ratios are fractions in mathematical term, right? Compounded ratio. What is compounded ratio? The ratio A is to B, C is to D, EF is compounded ratio when you multiply the first parts and the second parts. This is known as compounded ratio. When you multiply all the first parts and ratio to all the last parts, it will be known as compounded ratio. Duplicate ratio is basically the squares. A is to B का duplicate ratio A square B square हो जाएगा. सब duplicate में root हो जाएगा. Triplicate में cube हो जाएगा और सब triplicate में cube root हो जाएगा. So I don't think it is a big thing that you can't remember. Basic चीज है. Duplicate ratio. A is to B का duplicate ratio क्या हो जाएगा? A square B square. सब duplicate ratio में root A root B. Triplicate में A cube B cube. And sub triplicate में cube root A cube root B. And there's one more thing written, componendo and dividendo. If it is like A is to B is equal to C is to D, अगर ये होता है, then here A plus B, A minus B will be equal to C plus D, C minus D. This is known as componendo and dividendo. Remember this. If there are A, B and C, D, that means you add A plus B, A minus B, C plus D, C minus D. This is known as componendo dividendo style. That means this can also be done. Variations. We say that X is directly proportional to Y. When I say X is directly proportional to Y, that means if X increase, Y also increase, X increase, Y also increase, X decrease, Y decrease. So you can say that X is equal to KY. Remember, this is very important. For some constant K, and we write that this, right? We write that X is proportional to Y. Now, if I say X is inversely proportion say If x increases, y decreases, x decreases, y increases. So they are inversely, not directly proportional. So remember this, we can say xy is equal to k. Remember, xy is equal to k. Actually, what we want to say is x is equal to k by y. So we can say that x is proportional to 1 by y. Inversely proportional. They are proportional, but inverse, not the direct one. So in this way, this is the actual theory part. And let's do some questions now. Okay, so this is the question number 1. Let's see what it say. It says that a man spends a part of his monthly income and saves a part of it. The ratio of his expenditure to the income is 16:3. So if expenditure to saving is 3. So if his monthly income is this, what is the total amount of his monthly savings, right? So total income is this. This is expenditure and this is saving, right? See, now you need to understand one thing. This 16:3 is the ratio of expenditure to saving. And that total amount is known as this 28500. So if I say that this 28500 is the total income, and if when divided into 16 plus 3, 19 parts means this total income is divided into 19 parts. So from those 19 parts, 16 parts will be expenditure and 3 parts will be saving. And what we want? Amount of saving. So we want 3 parts, those are saving, if you understand my point. So here we go. We have here 19 ones are 19. We got 19 here. And if it is 19, 28 minus 19 is 95. So it is 5 times. And we have got 0, 0. So 1500, right? 1500 into 3 is like 4500. So total savings monthly is 4500, and that is the answer. So in this way, you need to remember, always remember that this amount will be divided to what? Say for example, say this अगर ये savings होता, नहीं expenditure होता, so expenditure होता तो like 28500 divide by 16, इसकी sorry 19 की जगह 16 करते. Why so? क्योंकि this is actually saving and this is actually saving. So when we divide this into 16 equal parts, 16 equal parts, वहां पे वो 16 parts यानी single part की value आ जाती. Single part की value आ जाती तो 3 की निकाल लेते. Total होता तो 19 की निकाल लेते. Like that, right? So let's do some other questions. HSEE paper 2020. Let's see what does it say. It says that rupees 10,000 has to be divided among Amar, Akbar, Anthony in such a way that 200, 300 and 500 are deducted from their respective shares. Their money will be in the ratio of 3:5:7. If this is deducted, to find the share of Akbar. Let's suppose this 10,000 is the total amount, right? That amount which is to be divided. And what is the deduction part? 200, 300 and 500. So when you add them up, it will add up to 1000 rupees. If you remove this 1000 rupees, you will get 9000 rupees. And 9000 is to be divided into ratio of 3:5:7, right? So Akbar's share we need to find. Akbar's share. So their money will be in the ratio of 3:5:7. So Akbar is 3 and total is like 5, 7 and 3, 15. 7 and 3, 10 plus 5, 15. So this 9000 when divided by 15 will give you a single unit, single part. Why? Because this 9000 will be divided into 15 equal parts, and out of those 15, 3 will be given to Akbar, 5 will be given to Amar, 3 parts will be given to Amar, 5 parts will be given to Akbar and 7 to Anthony, right? So in that case, we want Amar Akbar. So we want this one into 5, right? So what can we do? Like here is 3, here is cancel, here is like 3000. So 3000 out of 9000 is received by Akbar, right? Now 3000 दिख गया, पहला ऑप्शन यही है, चेक करेंगे चले जाएंगे. No, it was earlier said that 300 is deducted and it came to 9000, so that will be added again. So 3000 plus 300 is 3300. A very good tricky question it is, because generally people forget this 300 and just do that, right? So in this manner you need to do, and this is the most simplified way. Let's move on to the next question. Here we go, question number 9. Salaries of Rohan and Sumit are in the ratio of 7:8, right? Both get an increase of 5% in their salaries. After increased salary of Sumit is this. So Sumit's salary is 42,000, right? So 42,000, and that is after increment, right? So for example, the earlier ratio was 7:8, right? So 42,000 is something which is increased by 5%. So x into 1.05 is equal to 42,000. If it is 5% increment, say for example it was earlier 100, then it will be like 105. So 105 will be like x into 1.05. So we'll find out x. 42,000 divided by 105 into 100, right? So let's divide this by 5 first. This will be 21 and this will be like 42. So 42 is directly divided by 40, that will be like 2, and we got 10. So 42 000, so that will come out to be 8400, right? Because that is divided by 5, because see 5 is 40, 40 is 8 times, then we have got 20, 20 is 4 times, then 2 zeros, right? Now 21 into this is like 4 times, so 400 into 100, that is 4,000 was the 40,000 is the initial the old salary of Sumit. Sumit's old salary is 40,000, right? Now what is asked? Rohan's old salary, right? So now this 40,000, 7:8. Sumit's salary is, the part was 8 part. So when I divide that 40,000, the old salary of Sumit, divide by the 8th part, and we need to know the 7 parts of it, right? So 8 is like 5 times 5,000, right? And 5,000 into 7 is 35,000. So here we go, 35,000. Now you understood. See what I did. Earlier I found the old salary of Sumit. Sumit's old salary, when gets increment 5%, becomes 42,000. So old salary can be found out. We found it 40,000. Now that was the old salary of Sumit, and that was actually 8 parts. So when you divide by 8, you will get a single part, and single part multiplied by 7, you get the whole part. That is Rohan's old salary. Here we move on to the next question. Now question number 12. 3 numbers are in ratio of 1:2. Okay, that is the number. Difference between the greatest number and the smallest number is 27. Sorry. So the average of 3 numbers is what, right? Okay. See, if the ratio is given in fraction, say for example, 1 is 1/2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4. If the ratios are in fraction, we just do that. What we'll do is like 12 is the LCM. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Ratio 12 divided by 3 is like 4, 4 2s are 8. Then we have 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3, 3 into 3 is 9. And that is in the ratio, so you can remove it like that. So the actual ratio in a regular point is this. Now, what is said? The difference of highest minus the lowest is given. Exactly what it is? It is 27. So, highest is 9 into x. This is 6 into x. Whatever the x is. So, we have got 27 here. So, we have got 3x is equal to 27. That means x is equal to 9. Now what is asked? It is asked the average of all three, average. So average will be like 6x plus 8x plus 9x by 3. So we have got 9 and 6, 15 and 8, 23x by 3. So 23x by 3. Now put the value of x here. You get 23 into 9 by 3. That is 3 times. So 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. So we have got 69. That is the average of all the three. Is there any option like 69? Here we go. 69 is the answer. So in this way you need to do. You need to understand the question first. Without understanding question, you obviously can't do anything, right? Let's move on to the next question. Here we go. Question number 26 with us. A purse has 34.5 rupees in the form of 1 rupee, 50 paisa and 10 paisa coins in a ratio of 6 is to 9 is to 10. Find the number of 10 paisa coins, right? Okay. So here we have value of money is given, total value. And here is number of coins given. So let's do one thing. Let's convert this into paisa and find out the ratio of value of money. So 1 rupee is like 6. So 6 into 100 paisa. Ratio to the 9 into 50 paisa. That means 9 into 50. And 10 into 10 paisa, right? So find out the ratio first. Gets this cancelled out, right? This is like 2 times. No, I can do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's calculate this first. Or we can do, yes. This like 2 times, this like 0 times, this like 2 times. So we have got 12 is to 9 is to 2. That is according to their value of money. This ratio is as per the money value. Now what is asked? See, this is asked as in the form of 34.5. This is the total amount. We need to find the number of 10 paisa coins. Now what we want is the value of 12 paisa, 10 paisa coin. See, what is the total here? It's like 2 and 9. 9 and 2 is 11. 11 and 12 is like 23. So this 23 is the value of money total and 34.5 is the actual money. So when we divide 34.5 in 23 equal parts, out of those parts 2 will be 10 paisa. So just multiply by 2. Now this can put be here, right? So what we can do? 23, 345. So here we get 5 and here we go 5. So 34 is like 6 times and 45 is like 9 times. 23 into 3, that is 69, right? So the value of 10 paisa is 3. That is. So now this is the rupee 3. Sorry. So the value of 10 paisa coin is rupees 3. We have got 3 rupees ke 10 paisa coins hain. So 10 paisa coins and 3 rupees means number of coins. So like 300 paisa divided by 10 paisa, we have got 30 coins of 10 paisa. Because this was the value, we did all things of value. So value को वापस हम पैसे के number में divide करेंगे. So 10 paisa, 300 paisa, that will be 30 number of paisa of 10 paisa, right? Here we go. Next question, question SSC CGL tier 2 question. Rizwan has a box in which he kept red and blue marbles. The red marbles and blue marbles were in the ratio of 5:4. That is given. After he lost 5 red marbles, the ratio become 10:9. So how many marbles does he have now? So in these type of question, when initial ratio is given, it is better to assume it in the ratio only. In the ratio only means, say the red marbles. So let the red marbles be 5x. Then obviously the blue marble will always be 4x. Now what is given? You lost 5 red marbles. So 5x minus 5. Ratio 4x will become the ratio as 10:9. That is the simplest way you can do, right? So what we'll do is 9 into 5x minus 5 is equal to 10 into 4x. So we have got 9 into 5, 45x minus 45 is equal to 40x. So here come 45x minus 40x is equal to 45. Why so? Because this will come this side minus 40, this will go that side is 45. So 45 minus 40x is like 5x is equal to 45. So x is equal to 45 by 9, that is, sorry, I guess 5 is equal to 9. So x is equal to 9. Now let us see what is asked. How many marbles does have now? So now how many marbles do we have? We have 5x of this minus 5 plus 4x, because this is the number of marbles right now of red marbles, and this is the next one, blue marbles. Just put the value of 9 here. So 5 into 9 minus 5 plus 4 into 9. Or we could have done 5x minus 4x is x, x minus 5. So 5x plus 4x, I could have done the other way. Like this one. 9x minus 9, 5. So 9 into 9 minus 5, that is 81 minus 5, that is 76 total marbles. Here we go, we have 76 in the answer. So in this way, you do the question of ratio and proportion. Here we go to the next question. We have ESIC UDC exam 2016. Now Raj and Suraj bought a bottle of water together in which 2 liter of waters were there, right? 2 liter. Now Raj drank 1/4 part of it. The rest was drunk by Suraj. Find the amount of water used by Suraj. That is it. So 2 liter is there. So out of 2 liter, Raj drank 1/4. So 1/4 is Raj. Say for example, Raj drank 1/4. So Suraj will drink 1 minus 1/4, because that is the total part out of when 1/4 drank by Raj. So it will become like 3/4. So 3/4 part of 2 liter. So here we go, 2 liter into 3/4 part, that is 2. So 3/2 is 1.5 liter was drunk by Suraj. And this is the question came in USIC UDC. So question number 50, answer is A. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Here we go, question number 66. What does it say? It says that a jar contains black and white marbles. If there are 10 marbles in the jar, then which of the following could not be the ratio of black to white? See, cannot be the ratio. 1:4. See, the ratio 1:4 can be written as 2:8. This is 1:10. This is 7:3, and this is 9:1, right? Now, there are in total 10 marbles. It was given, where is it? 10 marbles. So 10 marbles, that is that the sum of them must be 10 or a multiple or divisible of 10. So when it was 4:1, that means 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 can be divided by 10. I did the other thing. So I did multiply by 2. So 8 and 2 is equal to 10. 7 and 3 is equal to 10. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So if there are total 10, we can divide into 2 parts. But if there is total 10, so how could it be 1:10? Because the total will become 11. So in 10 parts, you cannot divide 11 type of marbles. So the question number 66 answer is very simple. That is B. And you need to remember this question because this question may come in exam. यहाँ पे short trick ढूंढते रह जाएंगे हम सोचेंगे क्या calculation करें. Calculation was not required. Mind was required. Trick was required. Concept was required, because if concept is clear, you can do such type of questions. Here we go. Okay, let's see what does this question say. It says that 20% of A is equal to 30% of B, 1/6 of C, then what is ABC, right? So what we do is, let's say we write 20 by 100 of A is equal to 30 by 100 of B is equal to C by 6. Why so? Because it is given that 20% of A, that is 20 by 100. So what we'll do is just do this and this. Just do this, remain this and this. So finally we have arrived at A by 5 is equal to 3B by 10 is equal to C by 6, and let's this be K, right? So we have considered this all as K. So in that case, A is equal to, see, if A by 5 is K, that means A is equal to 5K, B is equal to 10 K by 3, and C is equal to 6K. So if we want to find A is to, B is to, C, that means what we need to do is 5K is to 10, K by 3 is to 6. Now let's find out this one. We'll remove K all, right? And then we'll multiply whole by 3. So 15 is to 10 is to 18. Is there any option like 15, 10, 18? Yes, we do have. Here we go. Question is solved. Question is cracked. So in this way, you don't need to worry about anything. Just concentrate on the question and you will get the answer. We go with the next question. Now x is to y is given. Now 2x minus plus 3y and 3y minus 2x. Is equal to 3 by 4, right? Now 2x plus 3y divided by 3y minus 2x is to be found out, right? So we do one thing. Just do divide by y both side. So when I divide by y both side, we have got 2 x by y plus 3, because y by y cancel out. In the similar way, y by y cancel out. So 3y minus 2 x by y. We can put the value of x by y in the both side. X by y is 3 by 4. So let's put 3 by 4 here. So we get 2 into 3 by 4 plus 3 divided by 3. Y gets cancelled out, right? So 3 minus 2, 3 by 4. Now we have this as 2 and this again as 2. So we have got 3 by 2 plus 3, right? So write it out. 3 by 2 plus 3, 3 minus 3 by 2. So do one thing. Multiply by 2 both the sides. So 3 by 2 will become 3 plus 6, and here will be like 6 minus 3, because we have multiplied both sides by this into 2, this into 2. So 2 gets cancelled out, 3 into 2, 6. 2 is 6 and 2 gets cancelled out. So 3 plus 6 is 9 by 3, that is 3 is to 1. So is there any option like 3 is to 1 in the question? 3 is to 1, 3 is to 1, 3 is to 1. Here we go, 3 is to 1. So 96, the answer is 3 is to 1. Here we move on to the next question. Here we go. ABC is given, 1 is to B, is 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C is to be found out. So A is to B is to C is equal to, if it is equal to 2 is to 3 is to 4, that means 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C will be equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. That is for sure, because if I inverse this, I will inverse that. But 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 is not the option with us. So we'll do one thing. We'll have a 6 as LCM, not 6, 12 I guess. 12 is LCM. So 12 by 2 is 6. 12 by 3 is like 4. And 12 by 4 is 3. So the ratio becomes 6 into 4, 6 is to 4 is to 3. Is there any option 6 is to 4 is to 3? Yes, we do have. And this is the way. So you can see that all the questions are not that tough. What you need actually is the whole concentration. Get the concept clear, do the questions, and nothing else is required. Just do the questions again and again. See, I will do some of them and I'll leave some of them for you. I just want that बाकी जितने भी क्वेश्चंस है ना सारे कर लीजिए, इस वीडियो को लास्ट तक देखिए, सो दैट यू गेट एनी न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट एंड यू गेट इट, एनी न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट एंड यू गेट इट. अगर आपने शेयर नहीं किया तो फिर क्या किया? यू मस्ट शेयर, बिकॉज शेयरिंग इज केयरिंग. आज आप किसी को वीडियो देंगे अच्छा, तो वो भी आपको एक वीडियो देगा अच्छा, फॉर श्योर. सो शेयरिंग इज केयरिंग. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हियर वी गो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 108. P is to Q is to R is given. P square plus Q square plus R square is equal to what? So if P is to Q is to R is given as 1 is to 2 is to 4, that means what we can do is say P is equal to X, Q is equal to 2X and R is equal to 4X. That I can do, so that they are still in the ratio, right? Now what we need to find out? We need to find out 5p square plus q square plus r square, right? So I'll put all the values. We have with us 5p square, p is x, so 5x square. Then q is 2x, so we have got 4x square, because 2x into 2x is 4x square. Plus r is 4x, so 16x square, right? So just calculate it. Just calculate this. We have with us in root 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25x square. So when we do the root part of 25, we'll get 5 and x part is x. So x is what? P. So we have got 5x is equal to 5p. Now what is the option like 5p? Is there any option 5p? Yes, it is. So it was asked in CPO previous year question. So you must understand that these type of question only come in exam. So must concentrate on each and every question. Let's move on to the next question. We have with us question number 179. 1050 rupees are divided among PQR. The share of P is 2 by 5 of the combined share of Q and R. So P gets what? So what is given? P is equal to 2 by 5. P is 2 by 5 of Q plus R. Now the total of Q plus R, say for example Q plus R. So I consider the total of Q plus R as Z. I consider this. So I can write that P is equal to 2 by 5 of Z. So I can say one thing, that P is to Z is equal to 2 is to 5, because that will be 2 is to 5, and this will be P is to Z, because P by Z is equal to 2 by 5. P by Z is P is to Z, 2 by 5 is 2 is to 5. So out of the whole thing, we have divided into two things, P and Z. Z is Q plus R. So the total amount was given. How much it was? 110, like 1050. So 1050 when divided with 7 parts, and out of those 7 parts, 2 will be given to P, right? So 7 divided by this. So 7 ones are 7. We have got 35. So 35 is like 5 times and 0. So 150 into 2, that is 300. 300 is the amount what P gets. So 300, is there any option? Yes, we have 300. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. We have a new question with us. That is a big question. That is a big question. Let's see what does it say. So Mrs. Richie Rich inherits 3,224 gold coins and divides them amongst 3 daughters, Lalita, Palita and Salita, in certain ratio. Say for example, they get X, Y, Z, whatever the ratio is. So out of the coins each of them received, Lalita sells 50 coins, Palita donates 85 coins, and Salita makes jewelry out of 39 coins. Now the ratio of gold coin is this. So find the how many coins did Lalita receive from her mother, right? So what we can do? We'll do one thing. Say for example, the current coin have 24x. This Lalita will have, what is that? Lalita, Salita, Palita. So Lalita, Palita, Salita, right? So let's suppose this is 24x, this is 21x and 16x. This is the current status of their number of coins. Now what we do? We know it very well that when we add 50 to this, when we add 85 to this, and when we add 39 to this, and when we add all of them, we'll get 3224, right? So what we'll do is add all of them. 24x plus 50. We have 21x plus 85. And we have 16x plus 39. So you would be wondering कि भैया इनको ऐड क्यों किया? सी, यहां इनके पास पहले जो कॉइन्स थे जो तीनों में डिवाइड हो गए थे, उनमें से 50 माइनस 85 माइनस 39 माइनस करके ये रेशियो आया था. मुझे इस रेशियो को वापस वहां ले जाना है, इनको ऐड करना पड़ेगा. एज सिंपल एज दैट. सो यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट दिस फर्स्ट. सो लेट्स ऐड देम फर्स्ट. We get 16 plus 24 is like 40. 40 plus 21 is 61x, plus add them all, 50 and 85 and 39. So 50 and 85 is 139 and 135. 135 and 39 is 174. And that adds up to 3,224. Right? This is the actual value. Now just do the basic calculation. We get 61x is equal to 3224 minus 174. So 4 minus 4 is 0, 12 minus 7 is 5, and 2, 1 remains, so 0 and 3 is equal to 61x. So x is equal to 3050 divided by 61. So 61 into, I guess, 5 times, because 5 is extra. So it is like 50. So x value is 50. Now if x value is 50 and question is asked about how many Lalita receive. Lalita is like 24x plus 50. So what I'll do is 24x plus 50. We got 5 4s are 20 and 5 2s are 10 and 2 12. So 1 2 0 0 plus 50. 1250 is the total number of coins did Lalita receive. So 1250. Here we go. So we have with us this answer. So in this way, we have completed the arithmetical part of this. And in the arithmetical part, I have tried to do different type of questions. Now we'll do 1 or 2 data sufficiency type question, because in all the exercises, data sufficiency questions are given. And we must know the concept behind the data sufficiency. The data sufficiency says that there's a question, 2 data are given. You need to find out which data is sufficient for answer and which is not. We don't need to find the exact answer. We just need to find the exact, data is sufficient or not, right? Here we move on to next question. So let's do some data sufficiency question. Here we go, question number 3. What does it say? It says that Rohan and Sachin together earns 14,000 per month. Rohan का कितना है? A plus B given है, A is to be asked. Their salaries are in the ratio of 3:4. 3:4 है, 14,000 total है, निकाल सकते हैं, you know it very well. 3:4, that means 3x and 4x, 7x is given, then you will find 7 or 3. Sachin earns 2,000 per month more than Rohan. So x plus 2,000 is equal to y, and x plus y is this. So 2 equations, 2 unknown. The answer can be found out by 1 alone and 2 alone. So answer is C. That is, both the data are sufficient individually. So answer is C. Let's move on to the next question. We have with us one more question, question number 7 of the exercise. What does it say? How many boys are there in the class? The class has 45 children, and in the ratio boys to girl is 4:5. So 4:5 total is 9. 45 by 9, we get 1 part. Multiply by 4 part, we get 1. So first data is sufficient for the answer. The ratio of his girls to boys 4:5, and boys are 9 more than the girls. We have again two equations. 4x plus 5x is equal to total, and boys are 9 more than girls. So x plus 9 is equal to y. Put them there and you get the answer. So again for 7, the answer is 3, because individually this and this, both the data are sufficient. And let's do one more question, that is the last question today of the video. Question number 14. How many students are there? So girls are in the ratio of 2:3. So 2:3 is the ratio of boys and girls. We don't know how many of them are there, so insufficient. Difference between the number of girls and the number of boys is 8, and 60% of students are girls. So only second will provide you the answer, because it has two equations in it. Because the difference x minus y is 8 and 60:40 is the second. So two equations given, two unknowns are there, you can find the answer, right? So only second is sufficient. So 14 ka answer only second ho jayega. So in this way we conclude the chapter, and from the chapter we found out that ratio क्या है, proportion क्या है, कैसे उसको question में put करना है, कैसे उसका answer निकालना है. And in this way what you need is do all the remaining questions, because remaining questions will give you confidence. So get confident and do the answers. Thank you and take care.